Wow, I did not have my money on the Leafs smoking the Capitals. Neither did I, but that game still left me with a bunch of questions.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Well, it's just, I'm concerned about Austin Matthews.
Wait, now you're concerned for him?
Of course! What, you haven't wondered how he's gonna fit the Calder and the Maurice Richard trophy in the same case?
Oh, sure. Well, that entirely depends on where he puts his Hart trophy.
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that!
Hi, everyone.
Austin Matthews! Well, time for a rebuild.
This team is ruining my life! Leafs win 4-2 over the Washington Capitals at the ACC on Hockey Night in Canada. Isn't that nice? We're going to one-take this, but high energy the whole time. I made you wait this long, okay? You've been spoiled this season. I've done more night of videos this season than I think I did all of last. And this is a night video. It's just the night after. So anyway, the Leafs, they take on the Washington Capitals. Scary Washington Capitals. Stanley Cup favorite Washington Capitals, or at very least contender. They always are. And you can LOL at all of that because of their playoff struggles. But they're a monster of a team. They're a Holtbeast of a team. You see what I did there? They have a player named Braden. Anyway, Mitch Marner setting up Matt Martin. Matt Martin on a breakaway, and he puts that past the Holtbeast just a few minutes into the game. Leafs are up 1-0. Beautiful. Sets the tone for the whole thing, okay? Washington played the night before. The Leafs have a rest. They're determined from giving up yet another lead. And Matt Martin, again, with a goal in this one. And it's just so funny that he scored these goals right after I called him out. It's not like he saw the video or anything. And I wasn't calling him out for his lack of goal scoring either. I was calling him out for the lack of face punching whenever something bad happens to Mitch Marner. And ironically, Marner setting him up on this one. And if you are going to be a Matt Martin type, okay, if you are going to be a staple of the fourth line, I don't ask that you be a superstar. I just ask you not to suck. And you know what? If you get a breakaway like that off a dirty feed like that, yeah, I would hope that you bury it. I think the Leafs have had guys in the past that wouldn't have. Jeez, even Michael Grabner, who was on the first line last year, wouldn't have buried that. How many breakaways did he have? And of course, now he has 12 goals. Not fair! Anyway, second goal of the game. Which one was that? Oh my goodness. One takes her hard. Oh yeah, JVR buries a rebound, one of 1,000 rebounds on this play. I think it was on the power play too. And the Leafs are up 2-0. You know who could have easily had the goal on that play? Nikita Soshnikov. Sosh looked fantastic in this game. And this brings me to a little thing about him and Peter Holland. Listen, when you're a young player in this league, or you seem to be out of favor with the coach in this league, especially when that coach is Mike Babcock, you got to take every opportunity you can. And we saw that with two young players in this game in two very different situations, right? William Nylander out of the lineup. So you got Nikita Soshnikov, who Babcock very obviously loves. Babcock loves him some Sosh. He really does. Loves him some Nikita Soshnikovness in his life. So in this game, he's got the opportunity to maybe give him some power play time. I don't know if he gave him any penalty kill time, but that can't be far away either, because I know Sosh killed some penalties with the Marlies. He's looking to give him every opportunity, and despite the fact that Sosh didn't get a goal in this one, he came close a few times, and I believe he got an assist on this one for being part of the rebound. Peter Holland, I thought, looked excellent in this one as well, but he's a guy who Babcock, not so in love with the Peter Hollandness, with the Petey Dutchmanness, with the Pistol Pete-ness. But I thought he looked great. He had that one goal where, holy smokes, and when he pulled it to his forehand, or that one opportunity where he put it to his forehand, definitely thought he could have had a goal there. And geez, that could turn his whole season around. I think that was only game 8 for Peter Holland, and he proved that he could still play. And he looked fresh as a daisy, which he should, because he hasn't been playing. So that's a tale of two young players in two different situations in terms of their relationship with the coach. I thought having an excellent game on home ice. Now, rebounds again. Zach Hyman robbed by this guy, the Holtbeast. He's got, what's going on in his feet? Anyway, robbed. Austin Matthews buries the rebound, and oh, just that face he makes. You know Austin Matthews has been having a hell of a time. And the two goals against New Jersey, his celebration in this one made me feel like the two goals he scored against New Jersey, he didn't really care about all that much. Yes, he got the gorilla off of his back, but the Leafs lost, man. The Leafs lost, and Matthews is a competitor. And it's going to drive him nuts when they lose. speaking of competitors, this line, I know Willie's not on it, but this line is a nightmare. A nightmare to deal with possession-wise. Zach Hyman, Austin Matthews, and Connor Brown. You want to talk about guys who will murder you for the puck. Guys who stick lift, stick lift, stick lift, stick lift. They can't stick lift enough. They are so hard to beat in stick battles. And we saw that on this play. Connor Brown winning it, and I think that eventually led to the goal. Justin Bourne, who now works for the Toronto Marlies. He's on their video side. When he was blogging, he wrote this article that I thought was great. You could still probably look it up. It was like the top 10 players you don't want to play hungover. And look, I'm not saying the Washington Capitals were hungover, but they were definitely tired from the night before. This Leafs team, and this line in particular, is a nightmare if you're hungover or even just tired. You can't even take a break. There's too much going on. They're on you too fast. They have too much speed, too much tenacity. This team looks completely different from the team that the Leafs had this time last year, and especially from this time 2 years ago. Then the Capitals get one after Matthews scores, and you kind of go, oh my God, I think I cursed him forever with the hockey demons. But then nifty, Nazi Dangelman. No Holtbeast. More like Holt got schooled. I couldn't think of a clever one. This is why I do jump cuts, okay? Nazem Kadri with an amazing goal 5-hole on Braden Holtby. Guys, I'm starting it. I'm starting it right now. Are you ready? Nazem Kadri for the Selke. Hashtag Kadri for the number 4 Selke. I'm starting this right now. I don't care. Okay, apparently out east we have all this crazy pull for who can win the awards. Let's get Nazem Kadri in the Selke conversation. Steve, that's the stupidest thing ever. How come? Why is it the stupidest thing ever? He plays the other team's top competition every single night. Crosby, Ovechkin, McDavid, night in and night out on this young team. He and Leo Komarov are tasked with shutting the other team down. It's for best defensive forward. Well, we know that the way the trophy is handed out is a bit of a farce because it's best defensive forward who scores a lot. That should be what the Selke trophy is. You win it if you are a decent defensive forward and you score a lot. Kadri has been that. And I don't care if, maybe he's going to slow down, his shooting percentage is too high. I don't care about any of that. Kadri is playing the other team's top lines, top stars, night in, night out, and he's still putting the numbers up, and he did it again in this one. The 4-2 goal's in, and I'm like, okay, no lead is safe. Even when it got down to 26 seconds left, I'm like, that's a lot of time, man. That's a goal every 13 seconds. The Leafs could definitely give that up. Morgan Rielly, I felt so bad for on this one because I've been talking about him needing to tighten up a little bit defensively. He looked great on the second goal, take that dog for a walk. I liked that Morgan Rielly seems to be finding his place out there, finding his creativity, finding his confidence, and you just see that puck go off his stick, go over Freddie Anderson, and he's just like, oh, just that face he makes, the body language, and I just feel like the game that he had, Morgan Rielly didn't deserve to feel that way. He didn't deserve to feel the shame. He didn't deserve the bad bounce that he got. But them's the breaks. Morgan, if you're watching, I doubt that, but if you're watching, you played great. You didn't need me to tell you that, and the Leafs played great. Now, some of you are going to be like, you know what, a win is a win over Washington no matter what, and you're right. And it doesn't matter that the Washington Capitals were tired, okay? These guys are professional athletes. Something there, okay? I think the Leafs would have a better record if they didn't have so many damn back-to-backs, okay? And I'm going to say it after the Leafs beat a team on the second half of a back-to-back, so you don't think I'm making excuses for the next time this happens to the Leafs, okay? You got the Leafs, who are a professional hockey team, and you got the Capitals, who are a professional hockey team. They're equal in that sense, okay? Let's ignore the rosters. They're equal in that sense. This guy played yesterday. This is what a tired hockey team looks like. The other guys, the Leafs, didn't. I realize what this looks like, and I really, really regret doing that. Anyway, point I'm making is you got two professional hockey teams. The Leafs were the rested one, the Caps were not. And it looked that way. There will be times where it looks that way against the Leafs, okay? I think it matters 100%. No matter what the conditioning, I don't care if you're playing the fittest team in the league, it matters if they played the night before. And last but not least, holy smokes, one takers are really hard and my mouth is dry, and I didn't even work this Evgeny Kuznetsov toy in there. I have a lot of Capitals things. Jesus, what the hell? Damn it, Russian machine never breaks. This is your fault. The Garrett Sparks thing, a lot of people tweeted me about that. I want to talk about it more on the podcast because I think we'll have more time. I'll be able to bounce off Adam and Jesse. We'll have a better discussion about all of it. If you don't know what happened, essentially Garrett Sparks, he's part of this Facebook group, or at least he was. Someone won a contest. I believe they were disabled in some way. Someone started ripping on this person. Garrett Sparks comes to their defense with a little too much gusto, threatened the guy, used some misogynistic terms, and he's been suspended by, I don't know if it's the Marlies or the Leafs organization indefinitely, and it just, I feel for him. I feel for him because, look, shouldn't have said what he said, shouldn't have made the threats, shouldn't have said, you know, oh, you sound like a girl or whatever. You shouldn't say those things. And in that sense, the Leafs or the Marlies or whoever it was were right to suspend him. However, you know, everyone loves taking pictures with disabled people and talking about, you know, how much of an inspiration they are. But when push comes to shove, where the hell are you? Where are you? Oh, you're their friend? You're actually there to defend them? Yeah, you're on their side? Well, prove it. I don't know. It's just, it gets me mad. And I have been as mad as Garrett Sparks was. So, I don't know, I feel sympathy for him in that sense. And he shouldn't have done what he did, but I do believe he's a good person. So, it's rough. We will talk about it more on the podcast, obviously. I hope you enjoyed this one-taker video. And, I mean, I guess I just end this video by saying that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you liked this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. And Western Road Trip. Here we come. Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver. Oh, and down below, I will post, you know, people always go, oh, I wish there was like someone like you, but for my team. Well, there's a new Canucks guy who I just saw for the first time tonight. I forget his name. That's another thing about one-takers, but the link is down below. Check him out!